Hey Jar, what's up? It's Coach McGee. Just gonna take a couple of minutes to go over some of the training videos that you posted the last couple of days. I'll run through each one of them here, give you some notes, and then close it out and move on to the next one. So if there's anything I explain or that you don't quite understand, just shoot me an email back and ask me. But I'll just pick slowly at a time as we go. Very good setup here. I think that your start is pretty good. The dynamic startup that you do, where you kind of move around a little bit before you go, can often sometimes throw you out of position. But for the most part, this is a really good position here. Your shoulders are over the bar. You're driving through the heels and bringing the bar back into your hips. You do kind of shift forward a little bit, so the only difference where you keep jumping forward is mainly because as you extend, you actually move toward the bar rather than pulling the bar back into you. So think about pushing the knuckles down more into the ground and engaging the lats, so pulling with the lats so the bar actually goes towards your heels more. But this is actually a pretty good clean, pretty good catch. Caught it a little soft, but not too bad. So nice work there. Let's see. Let's take a look at the miss here. Very good start. Good chest up, pulling back. Good position here. Shoulder still over the bar at the knee. But then again here, same thing. You start to bring the hips to the bar a little too soon rather than letting the weight shift back onto your heels. So when you start in the beginning, the weight should be kind of mid-foot toes. And then as you start pulling, you shift the weight back slowly. So as you get ready to extend from the power position, you're pretty much heel heavy. So here, you're more than likely mid-foot toe heavy, which is why you jump forward and then you lost the bar. So it's not that you didn't pull it high enough. You pulled it plenty high. This is great extension, but just notice how you're in this oval position here. That just means the bar is going out away from you and you're jumping toward the bar trying to catch it. So we'll work on trying to get back a little more heel heavy. Overall, not bad. Not a bad miss. No big deal. Your kipping handstand push-ups. So a couple of things I noticed for the depth and the strict when you do them is when you actually do your kipping handstand push-ups, you set your shoulders up really good, which is how I like it. Notice how your forearms are perpendicular to the ground here and your elbows are kind of out here in front of your head so you can actually see your hands. So anytime you're in a position where you're doing handstand push-ups, I want you to be able to see your hands. So what this means is that your body's actually a little bit straighter rather than here when you set up. Your head is actually past your hands. Does that make sense? So you need to bring the hands in closer and move your head and body closer toward the wall so you're straighter up against the wall. This is why these are a little difficult to kip. So think about when you do these the same setup as when you do your kipping handstand push-ups. The only difference is that your hands are a little higher because there's plates. So when you kip, you have a very good regular handstand push-up kip. Notice how when you kick up here, you're locked out, and then as you come down, you start bringing your head and body back toward the wall. This is really good. However, on these, your head goes directly in between your hands rather than back toward the wall, and you can kind of see it here. So you probably couldn't see your hands in this position. Your body needs to be back closer toward the wall. So if you need to, scoot the plates out a little bit so you can do that. It's just going to take some playing around with it. You probably haven't done a lot of these. We'll experiment more, and you're not going to have them perfect the first time. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, you just need some practice on the timing. No big deal. And pretty much the same for all those. All right, now let's go to your snatches real quick. So another dynamic start. Really good setup here. This is a great position. Driving the heels into the ground. Bars coming up to the knee. Shoulders are over the bar. Back looks nice and flat. Chest up. Great extension, but just like you're clean, you jump forward quite a bit. Only because you're just starting to get a little early on the pull. And then when you extend, it makes you jump forward toward the bar. So we need to get more heel heavy on the extension and think when we extend, we jump back. Heel heavy jump. Very good. And it keeps kind of skipping there. Let's see if I can catch it. Good extension there. Notice here how you're kind of forward, right? So I bet if I drew a line straight down, the bar would be more midfoot. I want it more heel heavy, right? So we'll just work on increasing that power position. So we'll do some high hang, high power position snatch pull unders where you're basically standing up tall and working on being heel heavy and jumping back just a hair. So again, good extension, straight up and down, which I like. It's just that you brought your hips to the bar and it caused you to jump forward quite a bit, as you can see there. Right, but overall, really good snatch. You have incredible position in the bottom. You're very mobile. It's going to be an easy thing to fix. Good job. And then on fail, let's take a look. Good dynamic start. Maybe a little too high off the gate, but let's see. Yeah, same thing there. You just jumped out way in front. This was really close. We can fix this just by slowing down your start a little bit. So I want you to get rid of that dynamic start. I want you to start with your hips and everything sat still and just work on wedging off the ground. So we'll do some snatch liftoffs there as well to get you comfortable. Very close, almost had it, but not a big deal. Good job. All right, I'll have this sent over to you here shortly.